so just a couple things here with Aaron. We're going to start off, talk a little bit about his positioning, right? You notice a little bit of a change with the picture over on the right, with his right or his left knee in relation to his foot. So basically what we're trying to do right in here is take kind of the outside of the shoulder, draw this line down. You can see how his left knee, his left hip was kind of inside that line, right? So we're just trying to create just a little bit of a straighter type of look right in there where the instep, the knee, the hip, the shoulder start to line up a little bit. So we actually start to get our pelvis and everything in better position as well when we get there. Now, from a swing standpoint right in here, we know that Aaron likes to, because his knees are kind of knocked in a little bit, a lot of times he'll really get that left knee moving back. And then the tendency from here was to do what? To have a big gap to close, and then he tends to try and move forward, but then all of a sudden it just starts to spin and he just hangs back. So there's none of that lateral movement at all. There's a couple of reasons for that. I think the positioning at the start has something to do with that, and also, you know, that right foot, right ankle, which you'll see a little bit of a different look here in a moment. So if we bring this one up, let's take a look at this here. So he has his front foot turned out a little bit here too, right? So we won't have it right on the outside of it, but watch this. When he comes back, so if we look at the top of the swing there, and we look at the top of the swing here, he's just a little bit more centered on the ball, right? Not as big of a gap to close. He's able to start to move forward, and he's getting a little bit closer to that line. Even though it's not perfect yet, at least it's starting to get a little closer, and you can see towards impact, you know, again, a little different look with the foot positioning as well, right?
Well, and his whole body's taller here.
Exactly.
He's not so crunched.
He's not so crunched. So we went back out and we started to do a couple little drills right here. This one, I maybe don't do too many of them because he said it kind of bothers his ankle, but we're just trying to get the feeling of his right foot kind of rolling in a little bit, right? So, you know, obviously we would never swing with that much sway, but I just want you to see the tilt to that foot, as opposed to there's nothing going forward. That right knee doesn't move in towards the target at all, so you have to spin from there and push off your toes, right? So that can be one little drill that he can do. We also did another one here, is this it? Where he picks his foot off the ground, so you can see he's up top here. Then watch. See the lateral movement a little bit with the hips, closing the gap. He's just getting loaded into that front side, and he can start to get the feeling of being solid on that left foot too. That would be another good drill to do. Then we did another one right here, where he came back, and then going forward, he was just trying to get that foot to tilt a little bit. So if you look at his right knee, watch what happens here with his, if I move this over a little bit, watch what happens with his right, or with his lower body. See how that leg is starting to angle in a little bit, and you can see impact positioning getting a little bit better, and you can see the left hip right over the left heel, right?
Yep.
Compared to where we normally are, which it's back. So you can see he's loaded there. This whole side looks like a straight line. If we bring this one back up to the top, and then we go ahead and draw this line here, you can see he's starting to close that gap now. And then bringing that through. You know, obviously you'd want to release it a little bit more, but even in that area, I mean, look at that just post-impact right now compared with where we normally are. Foot's way up in the air. Here he's solid. Give you a quick example. If we take a look at Adam Scott, watch his right foot, and you'll see what I mean. See it angle in, that gets the hips over. You can see, you know, just post impact, they're starting to create a little bit of that same type of look. Okay, so he's close. It's almost got it.
Good.